You know that sound? The constant pinging, the buzzing, the notifications. It's kind of the soundtrack to our lives, right? But let me ask you something, and I want you to be really honest. When was the last time you were truly, genuinely bored? I mean, the kind of bored where you just stared out a window and didn't have that frantic itch to grab your phone. It's a tough question, so let's get into why.
Okay, check out this number, 8.25 seconds. That, according to a whole bunch of research, is the average attention span of a human being today. It's been dropping like a rock for years, and we've hit this critical new low. Just think about everything you can't do in 8 seconds. You can't have a deep thought. You can't untangle a tricky problem. You can barely even finish a sentence. And this is the kicker. Just let that sink in for a second. Yes, you are reading that right. Our average attention span is now officially shorter than that of a goldfish. A goldfish. And listen, this isn't some freak accident of evolution. It's the result of a system, a whole economy built to capture our attention. But we're not here to talk about their war for our attention. We're here to talk about our war, to win it back.
So I'm going to ask you again, when were you last truly bored? Because the very thing we've been taught to see as a problem, something to be cured with a scroll, is actually a hidden superpower. We need to fight a war, not against boredom, but for it. It's time to reclaim it.
So how on earth did we get here? Well, we've basically trained ourselves. We've developed this modern reflex where any empty moment, standing in a line, waiting for the microwave, it feels like a threat, a void that has to be filled instantly. And we fill it with the mental equivalent of junk food.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? We are putting our minds on a constant diet of junk food. It's super satisfying for a second, it's highly addictive, and it's everywhere. But just like a diet of nothing but fast food makes your body weak, a constant diet of digital junk food makes your mind weak. This endless stream of low-grade stimulation, it's actively wearing down our most important cognitive skills. The ability to focus, to connect different ideas, to come up with something new. Those are the very skills getting blunted with every single swipe. Our best ideas, they're not born when we're overstimulated. They're born in the silence that comes after.
And this brings us to this really fascinating process that our brains are actually hardwired to follow for creativity. A process that, you'll see, we've pretty much systematically destroyed. Because it turns out that boredom, it's creativity's secret ingredient.
So psychologists often call it the creativity cycle, and it basically has 4 parts. You've got step 1, input. That's you gathering all the raw material, reading stuff, listening to people, having conversations. Then there's the big aha moment, and finally execution, where you actually sit down and do the work. But look at that second step, the one we've almost completely cut out of our modern lives. Incubation. The incubation period, you could also just call it boredom. Think of it like this. It's like letting cake batter rise. If you're just looking at the bowl, it seems like nothing is happening. But underneath the surface, that's where all the magic is. Your brain is quietly working in the background, connecting the dots, sorting through all that input you gave it, and basically solving the problem for you. And here's the problem. Every single time we feel a moment of quiet and we pull out our phone, we're yanking that cake out of the oven before it has a chance to rise. We cut that vital process short. We're telling our brain, hey, drop that deep work you were doing and look at this shiny thing instead. And then we wonder why we feel so stuck and uninspired.
Okay, so that's the problem. It's a big one. But what's the solution? How do we actually start to fight back? How do we win this war for boredom and take back that critical mental space? Well, let's break down 2 really simple but powerful strategies. The first strategy is to start treating boredom like you treat a workout. You have to schedule it. Start with just 15 minutes a day. No phone, no computer, no TV. Just you and your thoughts. Maybe go for a walk without putting on a podcast. Just stare out the window. Now, I'm telling you, at first it's going to feel incredibly hard, almost like you're going through withdrawal. But stick with it. Pretty soon you'll notice a sense of clarity, of calm, and maybe even some new ideas will start to show up. All right, strategy number 2 is all about making the bad habit harder and the good habit easier. You have to create friction. Make that digital junk food just a little less convenient to get to. For example, charge your phone in a different room overnight, not on your nightstand. Turn off all the notifications that aren't from an actual human. The harder it is to get that cheap, easy dopamine hit, the less likely you are to go for it. And that's what gives your brain the breathing room it desperately needs.
And this really requires a fundamental mindset shift. You have to see that boredom isn't a bug in your system, it's a feature. It's not a problem that your phone needs to solve. Instead, think of it as a powerful signal from your brain. It's your brain telling you, okay, I'm done processing, I'm done with the distractions, and now I'm ready to build something new.
So we have to stop thinking of boredom as some kind of emptiness we need to run away from. It's not. It's a fertile space. It's like a quiet greenhouse where curiosity and imagination and real deep thinking can finally start to grow. Honestly, our ability to solve the really big problems we're facing depends on this. It depends on our ability for deep work, which is born directly from this essential state of being bored. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. The next time you feel that pull, that twitchy urge to fill a quiet moment with a screen, just pause and ask yourself this. Are you just killing time, or are you running away from your next great idea?